Hey everybody, welcome to our Prysm launch. You guys, it's so good to be with you. It's not a launch. Today is a training. We want to give you the latest and greatest on what's happening with Prysm. You guys, my name is Buck McMurray. I'm the regional president for the Americas, and it's my pleasure to kick this off today. Now I'm seeing everybody on the chats. Welcome everyone. I want to make sure before we get started that you've got a pencil and paper at your side, that you're taking notes, because the things that we're going to be talking about today are critical. You've got to know how to talk about the Prysm. You've got to know how to incorporate it into your business, into the way you're talking with customers, in the way that you're talking with friends and family. This has got to be part of who we are and how we speak new skin going forward. So please, if you haven't, pull out a paper, pencil, make sure you've got your notes open on your phone. But you guys, make sure, like, over the next 30 to 60 minutes, let's take as many notes as we possibly can. And I want you to go through these concepts, understand them, and also understand the timeline of things that we're discussing so that you can benefit the most from Prysm.io as we roll it out throughout the rest of this year and into 2026. So with that, let's jump into our first slide for today. I want to tell you a little bit about the story that we're working on for Prysm. And this is why it's critical that you understand how to position this and how to talk through it. First, you guys, we're living in a time with invisible health crises, okay? We have access to health tools, fitness trackers, nutrition hacks, yet our bodies are still under attack. Every day, we're bombarded by toxins in our food, our air, and our environment. Seed oils, synthetic chemicals, polluted air, nutrient-stripped food. The burden adds up. And while we're doing our best and we're eating better, we're moving more, prioritizing sleep, there's one piece of the puzzle we've never truly been able to measure: our oxidative defense. Now, oxidative stress is caused by free radicals. It's one of the greatest contributors to premature aging, inflammation, and metabolic issues. And yet until now, we've had no easy way to see how well our body is actually fighting back. We can measure our heart rate. We can measure if we're rested. We can measure our sleep. With these wearables, we can see all of these things, but up until now, we have not been able to understand what is our oxidative defense been in our bodies. Meet Prysm.io, the portable carotenoid scanner powered by multi-spectrum light technology and 20 years of data. With a 15-second scan of your fingertip, Prysm.io gives you a clear, color-coded score, revealing your body's antioxidant levels through the color spectrum from red, which is the lowest, to purple. The colors aren't just pretty, they're powerful. And this is your new daily check-in, a biometric snapshot of your nutritional resilience. Now, Prysm.io is the culmination of 2 decades of innovation, clinical research, and over 20 million scans globally. It uses 5 wavelengths of light to measure carotenoids, antioxidants found in fruits, vegetables, and plant-based supplements, giving you a real-time view into your cellular defense system. And it doesn't stop there. Our advanced app breaks down your score, explains what it means, and guides you with personalized suggestions on nutrition, lifestyle tweaks, and supplementation to help you improve your score over time. We're going from guessing to knowing, from hoping to empowerment. For too long, we've chased trends, we've taken supplements without proof, and we've guessed our way to better health. With Prysm.io, we're changing all of that. Now you can see how well your supplements and nutrition are working, especially with our scanner-certified supplements, which are clinically proven to improve your score over time. This isn't about chasing perfection. It's about knowing your baseline, tracking your progress, and making empowered choices. Because health isn't a look, it's a signal. And now for the first time, you can see it. So let's take a look at what this looks like. This was a group of 38,000 individuals over the last 20 years. We found up on the right there, you can see if somebody smoked, if they had a high BMI, if they ate less than 2 fruits or vegetables in a day and they never took Life Pack, their likelihood of being in that low range, 60% of them were in that low unhealthy range. And if we add in the orange as well, that moves it up to 88% of them were in that low unhealthy range. Now, if we just took out smoking out of the equation, you can see how that changes. And they're starting to move more, but it removes that oxidative stress. When we take their BMI from high to normal, you can see that that migrates it. When we add in more fruits and vegetables, and when we add in fruits and vegetables and the 1 Life Pack a day, you can see you're starting to get in that level. Now, when you have 2 Life Pack per day, we're moving more into the green, but now into the purple, the blue and the purple. And then when we get into where we're Life Pack twice a day, we've got a low BMI. We're getting in the blue and purple, you guys. So you can see avoiding oxidative stress is going to pull you out of the lows. When you boost nutrition and you've got healthy habits and healthy lifestyle and you're eating the right types of fruits and vegetables, it's pushing you more. When you're optimizing your fitness and even, tweaking a few of those things with your lifestyle, that's when you move into blue and purple, and supplementation pushes you further up the path. Now, for us as a company in North America, we're going to be focused on 3 types of individuals. First is the health conscious mom, the wellness minded mom. This is about the ones you love most. Now you can scan your kids and take action that's rooted in real-time data, not fear, not the latest trend, but it's real. You can know for yourself and for your family. Next is the biohacker. It's the data you can feel. You track your antioxidant status the same way you might monitor glucose or your heart rate or your sleep or your rest. We can optimize everybody's defenses and we can crush oxidative stress. The third category is the wellness warrior. You're intentional. This group is intentional about your health. You care what goes in and on your body. And Prysm IO gives you insight you've never had before, non-invasively, beautifully. Guys, this is the future of wellness. It starts with light. This is the biggest breakthrough that we've had at Nu Skin in the last 20 years. But more importantly, it's one of the biggest breakthroughs we have had in wellness across the globe. It starts with light. It starts with the light that's in each and every one of you. The difference now is it's visible. I want you guys to spend the next little bit hearing from Kathy a little bit more about some of the statistics and what you can do to change lifestyle and nutrition behaviors to help you have the best results. So, Kathy, take it away.
All right. Hey, everyone. It is so good to be here with you. All right. Let's get into kind of what our choices are and educate and talk about products and some different things. So what can we do? We can sleep, we meditate, we manage our stress, exercise, move. I don't know about you guys, but if I can tell a huge difference if I'm sleeping well and exercising. And these are things that I personally prioritize every single day. If I come to work and I haven't gone running, I'm usually not able to manage the stress. I should say I can do my job, but I'm definitely not as able to manage it. And so it makes a huge difference when we're doing these things. However, as we're talking about these things, it takes a lot of consistency to do this. It is not easy. Most people, I'm not going to ask in the chat how many of you guys work out at least 30 minutes a day, but most of us do not exercise and move our body and sleep and manage our stress every day. It is a hard thing right now. In addition to that, 90% of Americans, you guys, 90% aren't getting enough fruits and vegetables per day. Only 9% eat 4 to 5 cups a daily. I actually love fruits and vegetables. I do not get 4 to 5 cups daily in my diet. That is, I'm not great at eating them with every single meal. I usually eat my veggies just with one meal a day, but these are important things. And I want to make sure everybody knows how important, our lifestyle and our nutrition choices are, but these are not easy things to do. One thing that is easy to do is to add supplementation into our lives. So we should still be eating properly. We should be moving. We should be sleeping. And we have the supplements to help. This is the easiest way for you to boost, your protection, to increase your Prysm score is by adding supplements. I look at this list of supplements and I don't take all of these. I'm probably about 50% of these. I do take a lot of other supplements as well, but I don't go a day without taking my supplements. When I travel, I always pack my supplements and my running shoes. Those are the things that I always make sure that I have, because I can control this part of my life. So thinking through supplementation, what do we have in some of these? So carotenoids by numbers. This group of products, M-Smart, G3, collagen, they have 5 milligrams of carotenoids. LifePak and Youth are 10 to 12, and LifePak Nano has 15. Now, what is like 5 milligrams of carotenoids? 2 carrots, 3 beets, 2 full cups of like green spinach, or, the dark leafy greens. That is, that's not hard to get, but it's hard to be consistent with. It is difficult to do this. I love that, Mo, that you eat all of those. And maybe you should take Junglemoles, Mo. I don't know. It can't be bad to add. Maybe that can be your breakfast supplement. I'm just kidding. You don't need Junglemoles. You got LifePak on you. But think about how you're getting this. So every serving being the equivalent of 2 carrots, 2 big carrots. I'm not talking about baby carrots, guys. Those don't count. Those aren't going to give it for you, okay? So this is how we are supplementing and adding to a healthy lifestyle. In addition to that, all of those products that were on the screen before you are SCS certified. Now, what does this mean? This means that they're science-backed. They're clinically proven. But here's the thing I love. They are guaranteed to increase your score. So if you go and you get scanned on your Prysm on the S3 and you take these products for 90 days and you don't see any increase, we will give you your money back. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. Do you think that we would have kept this 90-day money back guarantee for 15, 20 years if we didn't know that these products worked? No, of course not. No company in their right mind would keep a guarantee like this for more than 1 or 2 years if people were constantly like taking 3 months of products and then we were giving them their money back. We wouldn't do it. We stand behind this, and we have had this for 15 plus years. We have stood behind these SCS certified products. So you can trust and know that these products are going to work. I believe it is 90-day money back guarantee. It might be 60-day page. I should check that, but I thought most of them were 90 days. In addition to increasing your carotenoids, right? So we have our SCS products that increase carotenoids. We have this whole list of products. Buck was just talking about oxidative stress. And you know what, you guys? When I run every day, that actually increases some of my oxidative stress because my free radicals could increase. Now, I try to make sure that I'm balancing it, that it's good for my body and not hard on my body. But there are things that we do that increase that stress in our lives. But look at these products that we have that help reduce oxidative stress. Are you taking Feel Calm and nighttime when you go to sleep to help your body restore? R squared, morning and night to help your body and that cellular, recovery at night. It is important that you're doing both of these things, even though the oxidative stress side of this list, those aren't SCS certified. They are going to help you to reduce that and to help you have healthier life. Okay, so we're hitting it from both sides. We've never really talked about hitting this from both sides. We've normally only talked about the SCS products with it, but it's so important to do this. Now, it is a lot of products. I get that. And I love all of you that have a big handful of supplements like I do. It is, you will feel better when you take care of your body, and I am huge on that. So these are the products that we already have, and in a minute, I'm going to talk about products that are also coming with this. Now, the timing of this beautiful device here. Our Platinum Elites received, we had a few of these that are in the market. It was a test version. It doesn't have an app with it. It isn't fully collaborated or calibrated, but it is to get used to it, and then we can get scans, and then we can calibrate these and learn things. So we have these test versions. In September, our Team Elites will also get one for testing and calibration again. You will get these, then they will need to be returned. And there will be a beta version of the app. It will only be iOS, and there will be some limitations with it. And then in November, that's when the qualifiers, and you're going to learn from Ricky in just a few minutes about how to become one of these qualifiers. So Team Elites and qualifiers in November will have an opportunity to purchase. They will be the first people with the opportunity to purchase the full version of the Prysm with the app. And then in December, brand reps will be able to purchase one per brand rep. So there's going to be a limited edition one in November that you have to qualify, either qualify as being a Team Elite or through the path that you're going to be shown. And then in December, you have to qualify, but just by being a brand rep. Okay. So in order to get this, you need to be working towards this. You need to be bringing brand reps on so that they are qualified brand reps by December. And again, you're going to learn about the qualification in just a few minutes. Now, as we're planning on how to get people prepared for this, I want to talk to you about a few things that we have in the works today. So we don't want you waiting until November and December. We want you working towards this for the next half of the year. LifePak Nano, LifePak Youth, and both G3s. Now, what we have seen is all of our subscriptions of these are members, right? We want our retail customers to be able to get this. So we are doing a test with these 4 products, but two different versions of the G3. And that your retail customer, if they get on subscription, it is the member price, but you don't have to make them a member. So I hope this is making sense. So you can have a retail person who's buying a LumiSpa for you, who maybe buys New Biome and collagen at that retail price, and they really want to get on LifePak, but that $1, that $118 feels too much. You can get them on subscription, and they're going to get it for $84.60, which is the retail subscription matching the member subscription. But you are not losing that retail profit on all of the other products. So you don't have to make them into a member. So this is an amazing test that we're doing for building subscriptions on your teams. Today, right now, these are launched both in Canada and in the US. So just for these same products, so that you can really take advantage of getting people on these products. I love in the chat that you guys are excited about this. I'm super excited about it. Now, what else is coming? We just launched M-Smart this week. It was amazing. The preview was insane. The launch has been steady. It's fun to see it in our daily sales, being in a top 5 of our product sales. I love seeing it. I want to see it every day. I think on the 2nd, which is the first time you can actually have it ship as a subscription, I think about 50% were on subscription, which is exactly what we want to see. We want to see that. So in the US, M-Smart just launched this week. It is now here. It is an SCS certified product, level 1. At convention, at Live, we will be launching a LifePak Core, a level 1 LifePak. So we're not getting rid of LifePak and LifePak Nano, but we're creating an entry level. Think about that kind of, $50 to $60 price point. I don't have the exact pricing yet for that. I need to get the full formulation. One of the things that's going to be really cool about this LifePak Core product is our R&D team and our scientists are phenomenal, and they are looking at what vitamins, minerals are missing from different markets, and each one will be formulated specific to the market that they are taking care of. So this LifePak Core will be specifically formulated for the US when it launches, for where our diet here in the US is missing. And then also at Live for the US is a colostrum defense. Now, this isn't going to be SCS certified, but again, this is going to help with immunity and with that oxidative stress, decreasing it. So we're launching this colostrum at Live. Now, when you look at Canada, that's right below us. In September, we will be launching a flavorless version of the collagen and the powdered collagen. We are testing this in Canada. It is level 1 SCS. And then at convention at Live, we will be doing the Mind, Nighttime, and 3 of the TRME products, Slim S, My Triumph, and Smart Win. And I am trying to get all of the TRME products, my Canadians. I'm trying to get you every one of those. So those will be coming at Live. So when you look at this, we are stacked in both North America, in all of North America, in the US and Canada, preparing for wellness and all of this journey. So I'm super excited about these product launches and what we're working towards as we build towards the full Prysm launch. We will get you information as it starts coming out, but I want you guys to kind of see the vision of what we're doing. Now, the other thing that you're going to notice that we're doing is we're putting a lot more effort into social. So I'm going to talk about what we're doing at social and what we are recommending and watching people do on the affiliate side. So from our side, we're going to be talking about supplement validation more. You're going to see it in the podcast. You're going to see it on our social channels. We're going to be teaching about oxidative stress and what carotenoids are. We're going to be teaching and posting about investing in your health and what does SCS certified mean. We're going to be we're not going to be talking specifically about supplements outside of the affiliate channel, like with customers. We let you guys talk about subscriptions. We'll talk about our products and you guys will talk about subscriptions, but we will talk about benefits and we will really start talking about the Prysm IO and the technology and the science behind it and what to do. And then you guys need to really start the conversation in your stories, okay? You need to share your score. You need to get your score. You need to start talking about supplements. You need to become, not just if you're a skincare expert, we want you to start talking about supplements in a natural way with products that we have. Yes, the future of what's coming is amazing, but when it comes to social, people have like a 90-second, brain. So you need to be talking about things that we have today. Start learning and educating yourself and your followers on what this means and start sharing your daily habits. And Blanca on my team came up with a few really cute social sharing ideas of ways that you can talk about your daily habits, educate on carotenoids, educate on antioxidants, and really start kind of sharing and talking about this. The little My Score is a sticker that is available on stories. We're super excited for you guys to start doing this now as we build to the Prysm launch. So this is like something I'm super excited about, is you being passionate about this and sharing that passion with your friends, your followers, everyone that you come in contact with. And now I know you guys are all super, super excited to learn about what those next steps are with qualification and what you can do today. So with that, I'm going to bring President of Sales for North America, Ricky Salvage.
The first time that I'm here in Utah with you and the whole team instead of zooming in from my office. So I'm really excited to be here today. Kathy, that was a brilliant walkthrough of the product. So now let's talk about the business. You guys, here's one of my favorite quotes from Forbes. The best time to join a company is when they're either opening a new market or launching a new product. Well, guess what? Right now here at Nu Skin, we are doing both of these. This means new opportunities for all of you, for us, but only if you take this opportunity that we have and you share it relentlessly. Don't let anybody stop you. Share it with everyone. We are at the forefront of a booming beauty tech market with the Prysm IO, a device that combines innovation, personalization, and results. So we need to leverage the excitement of global expansion and a new product launch to attract new customers and new affiliates that are seeking smarter, science-backed wellness solutions. Are you guys ready for this? Now, individuals, us, you, we are more health conscious than ever, and we're seeking tools that not only monitor our well-being, but also provide actionable insights tailored to our unique needs. The global wellness industry is experiencing huge growth that's fueled by increasing customer demand for personalized data-driven solutions. Oura Rings, Whoop watches, Apple watches, you name it, we all have one. Look at this chart here. You can see that just last year, the global wellness industry did $6.8 trillion in 2024. And in just 4 short years, they're predicting this industry to be $9 trillion with a T. That is an industry I want to be a part of. Now, why should I care about carotenoids? Free radicals, antioxidants, what do all of those mean? Well, those of you that have been around and have been using the scanner in your business, you know you got this locked in. But for others, these 3 keywords here are incredibly important to understand if you're going to use the Prysm IO as your next business building tool. So we're going to watch a quick 5-minute video where senior scientist Rebecca Major breaks down these 3 keywords super simple. Are you ready? Let's have a look.
So, the biophotonic scanner was first developed actually at the University of Utah back in about 2001. And it looked like this picture right here. It filled a 10 by 10 room, it required liquid nitrogen, and it was very definitely not portable. But we saw the technology, we saw what it was capable of, and we thought, wow, that is really cool. And so we started working on developing a portable, smaller version. And that was the S1, which came out just a year or two later. And since then, we've been working on developing this technology into smaller and smaller and more portable and more user friendly and faster form factors. So we currently have the S3. We're coming out with a new device later this year, but right now we're going to focus on the S3 biophotonic scanner. So, what does the scanner measure? The S3 measures carotenoids. And if you don't know what a carotenoid is, that's okay, because we're going to go through that today. So, before I really get into what carotenoids are, I have to explain what free radicals are or what oxidative stressors are. So, our bodies are exposed to free radicals and oxidative stressors every day. And this is just something that happens when we go throughout life. They're produced inside our bodies, they're coming from our environment, things like sunlight and stress, smoking, pollution, all are sources of free radicals. So I want you to think of an apple, and if you take an apple and you expose it to a stressor and you cut it in half and let it sit on the counter, what happens? It starts to oxidize, right? It starts to turn brown. And this is a visual example of these oxidative stressors in action. Now, nature has a solution to that. If you put lemon juice on that apple right after you cut it, you can actually protect against that browning. And that's because lemon juice has antioxidants in it. And so, if we can support our body's response to these free radicals by providing antioxidants, then we can help protect against that damage that free radicals cause. Our bodies actually have a whole network of antioxidants. Some of them we actually produce in our bodies, and some of them we have to get through our diet. So things like vitamin E and vitamin C, we get those through our diet, but then our bodies produce glutathione and things like that intrinsically. So why does that matter, and how do carotenoids fit into this? So our bodies are exposed to stressors. It causes oxidative stress in our body, and carotenoids really are the first line of defense in this antioxidant network that helps to protect against that free radical damage. And they have a really cool, unique chemical structure that enables them to neutralize a lot of free radicals before they get used up. And so when you have a lot of carotenoids in your body, it spares the rest of this antioxidant network so that it can function better without getting worn out as fast. So think of it kind of like a barbed wire fence or the first line of defense in your antioxidant network. So what are carotenoids? Carotenoids are things like lycopene, lutein, beta carotene. These are found in brightly colored fruits and vegetables like tomatoes and leafy greens and carrots. Astaxanthin and zeaxanthin are two others that we get from our diet. Astaxanthin is found in salmon. It's what gives it that pink color. And zeaxanthin is found in corn. Actually, zeaxanthin and lutein are often found in the same kinds of foods. They're very similar structurally, and they have similar benefits in the body. So these are the 5 most common dietary carotenoids that we get from eating fruits and vegetables, mainly. And actually, carotenoids are one of the best biological markers for fruit and vegetable intake. Okay, so now we know what the scanner measures. It measures carotenoids. How does it do that? So you take your hand and you put it on the scanner, and it shines a blue light onto your skin. And it uses something called Raman spectroscopy to evaluate how that light interacts with your skin, to determine what kinds of molecules it hit, or that it that reflected that light back. So we shine a blue light onto your skin. If that light hits a carotenoid, the light interacts a very specific way. The carotenoid absorbs a certain amount of the energy, and it reflects that energy or that light back as green light with a very specific wavelength. And that wavelength changes from blue to green because of the energy that the carotenoid absorbed. So it's very precise. It's actually able to measure at parts per billion levels. So it's extremely sensitive as well. Now, if that light hits something that's not a carotenoid, the light will interact with it, but it will change how it interacts, and it will not come back at that green wavelength. And so the scanner can tell that it did not hit a carotenoid. And so it counts how many times it comes back saying it did hit a carotenoid. And that turns into your scanner score. So why is it important to measure carotenoids? Well, I mentioned that carotenoids are a great indicator of fruit and vegetable intake. And if we think about the average diet these days, people really don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. In the US, it's about 90%, give or take, of people do not hit that recommended intake of, about 5 cups of fruits and vegetables. So there's a real lack in our diets. And if we can measure our carotenoids in our skin and in our body, then that can help motivate people to make changes to their lifestyle. Now, historically, the best way to measure carotenoids has been in the blood. So you go to the doctor, you get a blood draw, they send it out, they do the testing, and maybe a week later you find out your result. That's useful, but it's also takes a long time. You have to leave your house. It might cost something, and it's painful. And so that's not really ideal. So we actually did a study to look at the correlation between blood carotenoids and skin carotenoids with our scanner to make sure that those two were correlated. Because if they are, that means you can skip the blood draw and just measure them in your skin. And we found a very tight correlation between the two, which really validates this as a replacement alternative that's non-invasive for measuring your carotenoids in your body.
Okay, that was great, right? So here's what I learned. Only 10% of the population here in the Americas is eating the recommended fruits and vegetables. Now, I think many of us think we are, but we're not, right? So here's what Rebecca taught me. Carotenoids are natural antioxidants found in fruits and vegetables. They play a critical role in protecting our bodies from oxidative stress, things that tears down our body. Carotenoids they combat against all the free radical damage inside our bodies and allow antioxidants in our bodies, well, to do their job. So now by scanning the carotenoid levels, it's going to provide that real-time insight to your antioxidant status. Now, we've been able to do this for a while, but it's always been on, like Rebecca showed, with a big portable scanner that wasn't available to everyone, and now it's going to be. I want to share a little personal story. As you can see here on the screen, no, I'm not showing you that I have a suntan or a burn, okay? I want you to look closely. About 2 years before I came to Nu Skin, I had massive bruising all over my body from the inside out. These pictures were taken over a 2-year span where you can see where it's red, bruising, and it would change. I never knew where it was going to show up. I spent 2 years going to doctors, had 3 MRIs, went to every single type of doctor you could probably imagine. I figured this was my new norm. Maybe I was working out too hard and my body was just damaged. That's what I thought. Now, I came to Nu Skin, and one of my very first trips I took with Buck, we went up to Toronto to meet our Canada team. And while I was there, everyone was raving about this scanner. And Ricky, you got to get scanned. It's going to show you your health score, right? And I figured, cool, I probably have the best score ever. I work out every single day, never miss a day. I cook food 3 meals a day for myself and my family all the time. I don't smoke. I do all the right things, okay? I'm going to have a good health score. So here we are. Buck and I sat down at the table and we both scanned. Well, I was embarrassed. I got 12,000 points, which is very red. And I was incredibly embarrassed. And actually I thought, this scanner doesn't work. But now that I'm here at Nu Skin and I have more education, and also at that time I was taking lots of supplements from the grocery store, okay? So now that I'm here at Nu Skin and I've had lots of education, I understand the importance of taking care of my body from the inside out. And today I scan in blue, and that's why I'm wearing blue today. So here is what your call to action is. Are you guys ready? You've had lots of information. What do I do now? We have about 3 months until this incredible product launches. We can't just sit back and wait for it. We have to get into action today. So I'm going to go through these 4 points very quickly. You got to get scanned. You got to be the expert. You got to run for the limited edition and also become a brand rep by December 1st or create brand reps. So let's walk through each of those. First and foremost, you got to get scanned, right? You got to know your scan score, so you could have a story to build on with your customers. So how do you get scanned? If you don't have a scanner, call your upline. They may know someone who's in the area. They may know of a friend or another leader that's close to you. Or if that doesn't happen, you guys come to Live in October. You can come here and guess what? We're going to have an incredible scan booth where we're going to be having lots of different products that you can try and that you can get your scan score right here in Provo during Live, okay? So also at Live, we're going to be launching a digital catalog. And you guys, I'm really excited about this. We're going to be putting all of our SCS products in this and some of our top other products that help in your supplements and help increase all of your numbers. Okay. So in this catalog that we're going to have for you at Live, it's going to be digital. So that means you can now share it with your customers on just a link. It's not going to be the entire portfolio. It's just going to be a few targeted products. And then we also have some printed out catalogs ready for you. So how do you know what to take? How do you know how to increase your score? Well, again, you got to get scanned first, come to Live, or we're going to come to you guys after Live so we can come see you, come see your cities. And we have listed out here on the screen 6 of our largest cities where we have the most affiliates concentrated in one area. And we were going to get you the dates, but us corporate, we're going to come to you guys. And we're going to go to Toronto. We're going to go to New York. We're going to go to Atlanta. We're going to come to Dallas. We're going to come to Chicago. And we're going to come to LA. And at these evening events, you can come and get scanned. You can bring other affiliates with you and learn about these incredible products as we get ready to launch one of the most incredible new product launches in our history. So, point number 2, after you get scanned, you need to become an expert. And you might be thinking, well, how do I increase my score? Do I have to take all of the products? Well, you can. I do. Kathy said she takes half. But you can also start with 1 or 2 products. If you want to increase your score the fastest, the quickest, You guys, you're going to want to start with the Life Pack Nano. That is the bread and butter of our SCS products. But you can see here on the screen, as we talk to a lot of our experts who's been scanning over the years. Now, I also want to share with you a story why it's so important to be the expert. I was talking to Team Elite Buzz Kroner the other day, and he has one of our test Prysm IOs, and he was sharing how he walked into a room. If you didn't know, Buzz is a swimmer, so he was there with a whole bunch of 19, 20, 21-year-old male swimmers who are at the top of their swimming game. And Buzz scanned each and every one of them. There was probably about, I think he said about 10 people in this room. Now, every single one of those boys came back with a scan score of red. So immediately, all of these individuals looked at Buzz and were like, this scanner doesn't work. We're all in red and we're in tippy top shape. We're top athletes. And Buzz turned to them and Buzz scanned. What do we think Buzz scanned in at? Purple. That's right. So because Buzz was there and able to prove, I take the supplements, here's what I'm scanning at, and absolutely it does work, every single one of those boys in the room started having conversations with Buzz about supplements and things that they could add into their daily routine. So you can imagine how important it's going to be. If you want to build with the Prysm IO, you have to be an expert yourself, and that starts today. Now, we have built a couple of kits for you guys to buy. Now, there's tons of kits and you can share on everything, but I want to show you something fun that we did. So the one on the left is the one on the right, which we're going to talk about first, is our Business Builder Kit. You can see it there for the US and you can see it there for Canada. What we did is we took every single SCS product that we currently have and we put it into one bundle. That even means every variant of that product. So it includes, I'll just speak to the US, that includes your G3 bottle, your G3 pouches, your Youth, your M-Smart, all 3 versions of collagen, your Life Pack and your Life Pack Nano. So it absolutely includes everything in this bundle. And we're allowing you to buy it one time with a 25% off discount. Now, why would you want this bundle? Well, I can imagine some of you, as you're getting ready to start building with this device as it come out, you may want to start having events and inviting people over. And you need to be able to show people these are some of the products. So if you get this kit, you can show everyone all of the products. And also you can start adding in to your daily routine with this incredible discount. Again, it's there for you. It's a one-time discount code that you can use to get that 25% off on your account. So you can kick it off, get started, buy that kit, one time only. On the left side of the screen, here we have built out one product of all of our SCS products, of our majority high level, the ones that we sell the most, and we put it into an incredible subscription discount. So for those of you who are on almost all of the SCS products and you already have them on subscriptions, we went ahead and put them all in a bundle at a great discount for you that you can add to your subscription every single month. So in this bundle, it comes with 2 of the 15 packs of the G3, so that includes an entire month. So you can get started right now. You can add everything to subscription if these are products that you're already taking, or if you want to get ready and have one of everything, this is the kit for you. So now you can become an expert. Like Kathy talked about in our timeline of where the Prysm IO is coming out, right now, all of you out there have been running to earn a opportunity to get your hands on a limited edition Prysm IO. In the month of November, we will have 300 units for North America of this limited edition. You can see here on the screen. It's going to come with a beautiful case. It's going to have a hint of purple, so you'll know that it's a limited edition. And also will come with a stand, okay? So limited edition, you're running for this right now on how to earn. Also, this will be the same one that our Team Elites will be eligible to get in November as well, since their unit that they're getting in September is a test unit. So as a reminder, I know that we've talked about this a lot. You guys have been running for this since January. How do you earn points? Well, it's everything you do in your daily business. You sponsor new people, you help them get to Star Affiliate. Guess what? 1 point. Then you help them get to a brand rep, 4 points. You create a new Ruby on your team, 10 points. And if you're currently a scanner operator, you've been getting an active scanner operator today. You've been getting 2 points every single month. And so we will take our top 300 achievers and let you know who you are, and you will have an opportunity to buy this exclusive limited edition in November. Then, what do we do after November? You guys, all in action right now on things that you need to be doing. Mark your calendar for December 1st, okay? So if you missed the limited edition, keep running, keep working, because all brand reps and higher will be eligible to get the regular brand new version out in December. We will have a brand rep preview in December, hopefully the first week. I'll get you those dates, but all you need to know is you must be a brand rep or higher by December 1st, okay? So either help individuals, if you're not a brand rep today, help people get there by December 1st. If you're already a brand rep today, challenge yourself. How many new brand reps can you create on your team before December 1st? If this was me and this was my organization, I would want to see how many brand reps on my team I could increase before December 1st so I can make sure that my team has the most Prysm IOs possible in our organization when we launch. And every brand rep will get just one code. Now, you guys, 15 seconds with this device can change our life. Our goal when we get this, when it's out there, that we got to be talking about it and in action today, is to scan America. Our world, the consumers in our world today spend $200 billion on supplements last year. How do you know if they're working? Well, guess what? Only you, Nu Skin affiliates, will be able to have the answer on are these working. So we have 3 months. I hope you're excited. Let us know if you have any questions, and we're going to help scan America. All right, you guys, take care.